All right, so get this XRP. You want to know about it, right? We're diving deep into this crypto envisioning.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a long history
Yeah.
and a lot of opinions out there.
Mm-hmm.
We're using Lark Davis's YouTube video, XRP Explained Simply for Beginners, as our jumping off point today.
Okay.
Just one perspective, sure,
Right.
but gives us a great framework to understand what XRP is all about.
So what's interesting is XRP's been around for like 14 years.
Wow.
That's like ancient in the crypto world.
Politically, yeah,
It's still like a top 10 contender right up there with Bitcoin.
for sure.
There's got to be a reason it's to the test of time, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Davis lays out 4 key elements to understanding XRP Ripple Labs, the company behind it all.
Okay.
The XRP ledger, where everything happens.
Right.
The XRP token itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then RippleNet, which is how XRP connects to the real world.
Yeah.
It's like solving a puzzle, right?
Yeah.
You got to see how all the pieces fit together.
Exactly. So let's start with Ripple Labs. Founded back in 2012, they set out with a pretty ambitious goal to revolutionize the way banks and institutions handle cross-border payments. They were taking on the giant in the room, the SWIFT system.
Wait, SWIFT, isn't that the system that's been around since like the disco era?
Yes.
1973?
1973, yeah. It's slow, it's expensive. It's practically begging for a digital age makeover.
Right.
I can see why Ripple Labs saw an opportunity there.
Absolutely. They wanted to create a system that was faster, cheaper, and built for the digital age. And that's where the XRP ledger enters the picture.
Okay.
Now, while it's a distributed ledger technology, like other blockchains, it does things a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
It uses something called the Ripple Protocol Consensus Algorithm.
Okay, so no miners battling it out to solve crazy puzzles like in Bitcoin?
Nope, no miners here.
Okay.
Instead of relying on energy-intensive mining, the XRP ledger uses a system where computers propose and vote on transactions.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it as a high-tech voting system for validating transactions, all happening in the blink of an eye. So is that how they achieve those super fast transaction speeds?
Precisely. Transactions are settled every 3 to 5 seconds on the XRP ledger, with incredibly low fees.
Wow.
We're talking fractions of a penny compared to the hefty fees you often see with traditional cross-border payments. And here's the kicker. Did you know XRP uses less than 0.01% of the energy Bitcoin does for a transaction?
Really?
That's like comparing a light bulb to a stadium floodlight.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay, so we've got Ripple Labs, the company with a mission,
Yeah.
and the XRP ledger, this super efficient blockchain.
Right.
What about the XRP token itself? Where does it fit in?
The XRP token is the fuel that powers the XRP ledger.
Okay.
It's the native cryptocurrency that gets traded and used for those lightning-fast transactions. There's a fixed supply of 100 billion XRP tokens, and they're distributed in a few ways. Some are circulating in the market, some are held in escrow by Ripple Labs, and Ripple itself holds a portion as well.
Interesting. But wait, if Ripple Labs controls a chunk of the XRP supply, doesn't that raise concerns about centralization? How is that any different from a traditional financial system?
That's a valid question, and it's something that's been debated within the crypto community.
Yeah.
The distribution and management of XRP is certainly unique, and it does lead to questions about its long-term value and potential for centralization.
Okay, so there's some potential red flags there. But before we dive into that, I want to get a clearer picture of how this all works in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
That's where RippleNet comes in, right?
Yeah.
It's the bridge connecting banks and financial institutions globally.
Think of it like this. Bank of America wants to send $10 million to the Bank of Japan.
Mhm.
Traditionally, that would involve multiple intermediaries, take days to process, and rack up a hefty fee.
Yeah.
With RippleNet, Bank of America can convert their dollars into XRP, send it to the Bank of Japan practically instantly, and then the Bank of Japan can convert that XRP into yen.
Yeah.
Boom, done. It's like using Venmo for international transfers.
That sounds incredibly efficient. So
Yeah.
each step of the way, converting to XRP, sending it across borders, and converting it back, it's all tracked and recorded permanently on the XRP ledger.
You got it. It's a transparent and secure system designed for speed and global reach. And according to Lark Davis, over 100 financial institutions have joined RippleNet, including some heavy hitters in the US, Canada, UK, and beyond. They've processed billions of dollars in transactions, so it's definitely not a small-scale operation.
Wow, I didn't realize XRP had that much real-world adoption.
Yeah,
So they were really pioneers in this space, huh?
absolutely. They were one of the first to bridge the gap between traditional finance and the world of crypto. But as with any pioneering technology, there are bound to be challenges along the way.
Right. We touched on the tokenomics and potential centralization concerns. What other challenges does XRP face?
Well, let's talk about the pain and suffering price chart pattern Davis mentions.
Okay.
It reflects the frustration of many long-term XRP holders.
Yeah.
The price hasn't really skyrocketed the way some people hoped, despite its early promise and technological advancements.
I have to admit, I've felt that pain myself. Holding on to XRP has definitely tested my patience at times, but I'm still curious to see where it goes. What are your thoughts? Is this just a temporary dip, or are there fundamental issues holding XRP back?
It's hard to say for sure. There are certainly factors that could be contributing to XRP's price struggles.
Yeah.
One thing Davis points out is the lack of a significant burn mechanism. You know how some cryptocurrencies burn tokens to reduce the supply and potentially increase the value?
Yeah, like they're throwing tokens into a digital bonfire.
Exactly. But XRP's burn mechanism is so tiny
Right.
that it barely makes a dent in the overall supply. So that's not really a factor driving up the price.
Okay, so no token bonfire for XRP.
Got it.
What about the competition? It's not like XRP is the only player in the cross-border payments game anymore.
You're absolutely right. The crypto landscape has changed drastically since XRP first emerged. There are tons of other cryptocurrencies and stablecoins vying for that same slice of the pie.
Like Strike, right? I've heard a lot of buzz about them lately. They're using the Bitcoin Lightning Network for fast and cheap cross-border payments.
Strike is definitely a major competitor. They're leveraging the security and decentralization of the Bitcoin network, combined with the speed and low fees of the Lightning Network. It's a compelling proposition, and it's putting pressure on XRP to innovate and stay ahead of the curve.
So it's a real battle of the blockchains, huh? XRP versus Bitcoin speed versus security. It's getting interesting. But even with all these challenges, the tokenomics, the competition, the price stagnation, there are still opportunities for XRP to succeed, right? I mean, it's got that first mover advantage, a solid network of partnerships, and it's already processing billions of dollars in transactions.
Absolutely. And Davis highlights a few potential paths to success.
Okay.
For one, winning the SEC case outright would be a game changer. It would remove a huge cloud of uncertainty and potentially pave the way for even more institutional adoption.
Imagine that weight lifted off their shoulders. It would be like a whole new chapter for XRP.
Exactly. And if they can continue to onboard more financial institutions to RippleNet becoming a true rival to Swift, that could drive significant growth.
So it's all about execution now. They've got the technology, they've got the partnerships, but they need to navigate these challenges and capitalize on the opportunities.
Precisely. It's a classic innovator's dilemma. They were the pioneers, but now they need to prove they can adapt, innovate, and stay ahead of the competition.
And then there's the big question mark looming over everything, the SEC.
Right.
The ongoing legal battle is like a David versus Goliath battle with the future of XRP hanging in the balance. If Ripple wins, it could be a catalyst for mainstream adoption. But if they lose, well, that could be a major setback.
It's a high-stakes game, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And the outcome is still uncertain.
Okay, so let's recap. You've got Ripple Labs, the company with a mission to revolutionize cross-border payments. You've got the XRP Ledger, this incredibly efficient blockchain that can handle transactions in seconds. You've got the XRP token itself, the fuel that powers the system. And you've got RippleNet, the network, connecting banks and financial institutions globally. It's a fascinating system with a lot of potential, but it's facing its fair share of challenges.
And that's what makes this whole deep dive so intriguing.
Right.
We're analyzing a technology that's still evolving, a story that's still being written.
It's a real-life crypto drama. So what do you think? Are you bullish or bearish on XRP?
I think it's too early to make a definitive call. There are strong arguments to be made on both sides. It really depends on how they navigate these challenges and whether the opportunities can be seized.
I hear you. It's a high-risk, high-reward scenario.
Right.
If XRP overcomes these hurdles and fulfills its potential, it could be a massive win for early adopters.
Yeah.
But if the challenges prove too great, it could fizzle out.
Exactly. It's a gamble, but it's a gamble that many people are willing to take.
I guess that's the allure of crypto, right? The potential for huge gains, but also the risk of significant losses. That's not for the faint of heart. It's definitely a wild ride. But hey, that's what we signed up for when we entered the crypto world, right? The volatility, innovation, uncertainty. It's all part of the game.
I think what's really striking is the contrast between XRP's early promise and the challenges it's facing now.
Yeah.
It really highlights how quickly the crypto landscape can change. It's like they were the cool kids on the block, but now everyone else is showing up with their own ideas.
And some of those ideas are built on really solid foundations.
Right.
Like Strike with the Bitcoin Lightning Network.
Yeah.
That's some serious competition. Makes you think about what it takes to stay ahead of the curve in this space.
Yeah.
Innovation is key, but it's also about adaptability and navigating a regulatory environment that's still being figured out.
Exactly, and that's what makes the SEC case so crucial for XRP. A positive outcome could be a huge catalyst, but a negative one could set them back significantly. It's a real cliffhanger. But hey, that's what keeps things interesting, right?
Definitely. It's a reminder that we should always be critical thinkers when it comes to crypto.
Yeah.
Do your own research, consider different perspectives, and don't be afraid to ask questions. We're all on this journey together trying to make sense of this exciting and sometimes crazy world of crypto.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll all be sipping cocktails on our yachts thanks to some savvy crypto investments.
Hey, a crypto explorer can dream right. But seriously, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into XRP. We hope you learned something new, maybe even changed your perspective a bit. What stands out to you the most from our conversation?
For me, it's the realization that even a pioneering technology like XRP, with its early success and impressive network, still faces an uphill battle. The crypto world is constantly evolving, and staying ahead of the curve requires more than just a great idea. It takes adaptability, innovation, and a bit of luck.
I totally agree. And it's a reminder that we should never get complacent in this space. Always be learning, always be questioning, and always be ready for the unexpected.
Well said. And if this deep dive has sparked your curiosity about XRP, or if you have any burning questions, be sure to let us know in the comments. We love hearing from you.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the world of crypto.